Hello friends, thanks for coming to my channel. I have a goodie for you today. I'm pretty excited about it. A couple of weeks ago, I completed a table, and the reason I decided to do that was to have a space where my kids could actually do their virtual school and, have a comfortable space for it. So I started shopping online, but I didn't see any tables in the price range I was looking for. And so I decided to build my own. Now, as a beginner in woodworking, it was a little bit tough, and there was a lot of measurements and remeasurements to get it right, since I didn't have all the equipments necessary, and I within the space that we have, I wanted to make sure that I utilized the tools that I had. So there was a lot of Home Depot runs as well, but I'm happy about how the project turned out. After the video, let me know what you think, and I'm really looking forward to your comments. Thanks, guys.
Before I started, I made sure I went to Home Depot to get all my wood pieces cut to size. And here I'm just using my Kreg screw jig to check the depth of the 2x10 piece of wood that I'll be screwing into, and also to make sure that the drill bit matches. And here you can see that it's about 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and get all my holes screwed into all the wood pieces that I need at this point. After I did all that, I went ahead and used a plastic wood filler to fill in the holes, and this is a natural wood filler. I'll post the links to everything I use in the video below, and you'll see that it dries naturally. You can already see on the sides how it dries when it's done. And once that's all done, I'll be sanding this. I started by using an 80 grit, and then I went as high as 220 to make sure the surface was really smooth. And here I'm also doing the next part of the table, which is using the 3/4 inch plywood to get some holes in there, which I'm also going to be attaching to the legs of the table. I didn't have to do this, but I kind of like how it added like a little bit of style to my table, and I'll also post the links below to the YouTube video that I got this inspiration from. And here I'm just using some wood glue to attach the leg pieces to the 3/4 inch plywood, clamping it down so it stays in place, and then I'll be screwing it in to make sure it's tight and nicely fit. Now that that's all done, here I'm using my 1x2s as the frame for the table, and I'll be attaching those to the sides. And here you see how it turns out. So that's the 1x2 you see laid out on the floor, and the sides standing up there with the leg pieces. And here I'm just also checking that it's square, making sure that when I put the table up, I won't be seeing any crooked leg pieces, and everything will be straight. And here is what I have so far. And then I went ahead to continue screwing the holes into the rest of my wood pieces for what I need for the rest of this table project. Again, all these pieces I cut to size at Home Depot, and that's why I mentioned that I went to Home Depot a lot for this project. And I really love this Kreg screw jig I'm using. It really made it easy to screw in all those holes and to get the proper angle. And then because this is an L-shaped table, I'm going ahead to screw in the shorter piece of this table. And I'm using the 2x2s for that. And over here you see me working on the back of the table, and I'm just going to turn this over to see how it looks right now. Once that was done, I also wanted to give this some type of frame, so I attached 1x2s to the top and the bottom, and also I wanted to add a drawer, so that space you see at the top is where the drawers will be going into. So I'm attaching my 1x2s in the front and also at the back of the table using these Kreg screw nails. After the table was mostly done, I went ahead to start creating the drawer box. And here I put the pieces together using 3/4 inch plywood, which I'm checking for square to make sure that it's straight. And then I will be clamping down and also screwing it in. Prior to screwing, I made sure that I screwed in using my Kreg Jig into the size of the drawer box that I needed, both at the back and at the front. And at the front, I'll also be attaching a false front onto the drawer. And here also, this is the bottom of the box, which I'll be screwing in with nails. I went ahead to pre-drill first before screwing this in. Previously in other wood projects that I've worked on, I saw that if you didn't do that, you caused a tear in the wood, and then I had to go back to Home Depot to get new pieces. So I avoided that by pre-drilling first and then screwing in the nails. Behind the scenes, I went ahead and painted the table with 3 coats of blue, which I had to sand in between, and the highest sanding grit that I went to was about 320 to give it a very smooth finish. And then after that, I started screwing in the drawer kit that I have. Again, I'll be posting the links to everything that I used below. Again, here I'm just making sure that the drawer slides fit in properly, and I fought a lot with this drawer box because for some reason it wouldn't fit no matter what I did. And anyway, after a lot of fighting, here we go. And look at that again, it works, guys. Look at that. Because the top of my table was oak, I had to get a grain filler, which is this white thing you see here, and then sand it down to give it a smooth finish. And I attached it here to the rest of the table with nails that you see right here.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thanks for sticking this far. If you'd like to see projects like this, see other videos that I worked on, and I look forward to giving you guys more content like this and helping you stay inspired.